now the parade onto the pool deck for the A final, women's 400-meter free. Interesting, this has been a discipline that's been dominated this season on the Grand Prix series by Kate Ziegler and Chloe Sutton. Neither of those two swimmers are here in Santa Clara. Cameron Morris, out of the North Baltimore Aquatic Club, just 16 years of age. She'll be in lane number 1 today. And Elizabeth Beisel will be in lane number 5. We saw her earlier, the 18-year-old from Rhode Island.
Went her best time in prelims by about 4 seconds. A great swim this morning. Actually, the two swimmers that will be representing the United States, Chloe Sutton and Katie Hoff, are both not here. Allison Schmidt, who will be in lane number 6, will be swimming for the U.S. in the 200 freestyle. Beisel will be in the 400 IM.
And Beisel just completing her freshman year at the University of Florida. So a Gator here in Santa Clara country. And now let's take you lane by lane. We mentioned Cameron Morris, the 16-year-old from Baltimore. And next to her in lane number 2, Alyssa Anderson from Granite Bay, California, and the University of Arizona. Wendy Trott, the South African, who attends the University of Georgia, is in lane number 3. Alexandra Komarnicki in lane 4, was 7th in this event at the Pan Pac Championships 1 year ago. Elizabeth Beisel, 4th in the 400 IM at the Olympic Games in Beijing. Top qualifier, and you see her pulling towel around her. A breeze has really kicked up here on the outdoor deck in Santa Clara. Getting quite breezy, temperature dropping into the 60s now. Allison Schmidt next to Beisel in lane number 6. Tough bronze medalist from the Olympic Games, Barbara Jardin, the Canadian, only 19 years old, out of Montreal in lane number 7. Bronte Barrett took the gold medal as part of an 800 meter freestyle relay team in Beijing. So Barrett in lane 8, and Andy Taylor out of nearby Stanford in lane number 9. Second in this event at the Junior Pan Pacs back in 2009. So those are your 9 starters. Allison Schmidt, 4th 2 years ago at the Worlds. And we are ready to roll. The U.S. has never won this event at the World Championships.
Well, if you look at the prelim times, Elizabeth Beisel really probably swam the smartest race in the morning. She was 2:04.9 and coming back in about 2:04.3. So she actually negative split that race. Schmidt was out really fast. She was 2:02 and then coming back in 2:07. So just based on the prelims, Beisel might have a little bit more of a momentum coming into the finals. Schmidt, though, has come in knowing that she has to swim well here to kind of, I guess, you know, not to overuse that word, to build that momentum for Shanghai, but so does Beisel. Beisel swimming both the 400 IM and the 200 back. Schmidt will be in the 200 free and the 800 free relays. So both of them will swim a couple events. You see Schmidt right there in lane number 6, right below Beisel. Beisel up there in lane 5. Remember, Beisel has good closing speed. Now, Schmidt normally does, though, Steve. Normally, she has wonderful closing speed. So Beisel knows not to let her get too far out in front.
Now, 100 meters in. Cameron Morris in lane number 1 has the lead. Allison Schmidt in lane 6, currently in 2nd place. And Komarnicki in lane 4, sitting in 3rd. Nobody opening up a really big gap at this point early in the race.
Yeah, really tightly bunched right now. Now, Allison Schmidt was also with Michael Phelps, who swims for North Baltimore in the summers. Obviously, the University of Georgia and Jack Bowerly in the college season, but swims for North Baltimore. So she was altitude the last 3 or 4 weeks. And so, you know, wonder what kind of effect that's going to have on her here. But look at this line right here. If you stream above ahead now, guys, you can actually look at this line. All 8 or 9 swimmers at the halfway point. Yeah, all 8 or 9 right along here. They're all still in it, very much in it. Really close race right now at the halfway point.
200 meters down, 200 to go. Cameron Morris in lane 1 has a slight lead. Tied for 2nd now with Elizabeth Beisel, who is in lane 5. Next to her, Allison Schmidt. They are neck and neck.
I just like the way Allison Schmidt's looking right now. She's got that great high anchor catch, loose arms on that recovery. That line of energy runs down her spine so well. She's a very tall swimmer, 6'1". So she's got that great length of stroke. You can see her kind of increase her turnover just a little bit. Good turns there. Now she's starting to put some move. Look at what the difference in just 50 meters is, Steve. All of a sudden, it's gone from that straight line all the way across at the 200 mark to 250 to now 275, and Schmidt really starting to extend that lead. Beisel's staying with her, though. Beisel's not going to let her go. Beisel's got great closing speed as well. She's already proved that from the prelim swim.
And Cameron Morris, who had been leading for the first half of the race, has slipped to third. Morris coming off a victory in the 1500 free last night here in Santa Clara and the first night of this meet.
Boy, this is really a tactical race because Schmidt was 3:05 in the prelims. Real slow time. They're really racing here. And I think that kind of proved what was going to shape up that first 200 when nobody really took it out real fast. So nobody's going for time right now. They should really have some really quick last 50s here coming home. Nobody in this top 3 or 4 should be tired.
Now final length of the pool, and lanes 6 through 4 are 1 through 3 in the standings. Allison Schmidt in first in lane 6, Elizabeth Beisel lane 5 in second, and Komarnicki lane 4 right now in third.
Beisel swimming a smart race. In fact, that she's moved all the way up against that lane line, trying to catch that draft, but look at the kick of Schmidt. Schmidt just has a tremendous kick behind her, but what a great race coming in here the last 10 or 15 meters.
Now Beisel making it extremely close with Allison Schmidt. Beisel lane 5, Schmidt lane 6, and at the wall, Allison Schmidt is going to hang on in a time of 4:08.25 to get the victory, just ahead of Elizabeth Beisel. So Allison Schmidt gets the win. Gold medalist from the Pan Pac Championships 1 year ago in Irvine.
Good swim for both Beisel and Schmidt. Watch the start. There's Schmidt right there. Gets off the blocks really well. Reacts to that beep or horn or gun or whatever it is. The reaction is the key in coming off the blocks. You see Beisel to her right. You can see, or to her left rather, but you can see up against that lane line. When you do that, you kind of feel the draft. It's not necessarily you're going to catch that with these huge lane lines, but you can feel that draft. And then the finish right here, Beisel stayed with her the whole way, but that great length of stroke at the end really proved that great finish for Schmidt.
Now the 21-year-old from Baltimore, Allison Schmidt, gets the win. We will talk to her as we continue from Santa Clara, California on Universal Sports. Yep. We move along from Northern California. Steve Schlanger, Rowdy Gaines, joined now by the winner of the women's 400 free, Allison Schmidt.
Congratulations, Allison. What was going through your mind at the halfway point when it was really a bit of a slow start for the whole field that first 200?
I was just trying to swim out and race and keep my legs strong throughout the whole thing.
Could you sense where Elizabeth Beisel was, especially that last 50 meters?
I knew she was going to be there. I was looking the other way the whole last 50, but I knew she was there just like she was this morning.
So, how do you think this is going to affect you going forward the rest of this season with so many big events coming up?
It's great to see where I am in this part, especially after training in Colorado. So I'm just excited to see where it takes me at Worlds and Nationals.
All right, Allison, we appreciate the time. Thank you very much and best of luck.
Thank you.
So Allison Schmidt gets the win ahead of fellow American Elizabeth Beisel. Alexandra Komarnicki of Canada rounds out the top 3 and the podium.